one of the joys for me, not only in trying something new and innovative, is wrestling and being on the front line of a new set of questions and ethics and theological challenges of AI and all these things they're bringing up. What is the right relationship between AI and humanity is a new question, and one that really excited to dig my teeth into, and what we're looking at today. You can see how when we go through an industrial revolution, it has an impact on education and on relationships, among many other things. So we're now going into what I think can be very clearly argued as the fourth industrial revolution. What are going to be the changes to relationships in this one? A few thoughts that as I've been wrestling with it, which is I think worth touching on. And then I want to give you a little bit of a framework. We love putting personality onto objects. So AI companies, in a way, are going to be leveraging this nature that we have to make things human and want things to be human. That's something to be aware of in our psychology. But I think that we're maybe moving from an attention economy to an intimacy economy. That actually now the object will be, well, how can we get your emotional connection with something? And there are some vulnerabilities with AI that we might trust AI more than we should because their judgments sound empathetic. We might share deeply with AI personal information without hesitation. We might form bonds that can then be weaponized for influence. And there could be emotional trauma involved as well if the internet cuts out, because your best friend is now, or something you relied upon emotionally is now gone. So these are some thoughts that I've kind of seen as the debate's been rolling on, which is moving very quickly. So what I'd like to do is give a little bit of an ethical framework for thinking through this, just to stoke the discussion. This is early days of this thought, and you're the first ones to hear this framework. With my studies, best definition of justice is right relationship, as I described, and I broke down 6 constituents of what makes up a right relationship. So I find it helpful to think about a negative relationship. So if you think about a domestic violence relationship, and then you can understand each of these better, where in that relationship you're lacking harmony. There is an inequality and a power imbalance. Usually respect and honor is not given where it is needed. There's accountability and lies involved. There's a restraint on their liberty, and usually what is owed to them is not given. And that you see a bad relationship in that context. When these things are in the right balance, and the balance of these will change depending on the type of relationship that it is, but I think that's as close as you can get to what a just relationship looks like. What does this mean for AI? If we're talking about what is a right relationship for AI and humanity, I think this is a helpful framework. Firstly, harmony. AI, and think about tools you might use, or tools like the one I've showed you that come across, ask these questions. AI should foster positive human interactions, ensuring it enhances human relationships rather than disrupting them. That would be a first test for any AI tool. Second, equality. AI must be fair, unbiased, and accessible to all, providing equitable benefits regardless of race, gender, or socioeconomic background. With most industrial revolutions, the poor were not the recipients of this boom in economic activity. They were left behind, and that's when the Luddites come in. Whereas if you're actually able to bring everyone along with you, I think that makes for a much better relationship. Thirdly, respect or honor. AI tools should uphold human dignity and privacy and ensure that human representations and engagements are honorable and involve consent. Accountability. AI decisions and data collection must be transparent, accurate, explainable and auditable with clear human oversight. Also, AI must not intentionally be misleading or mistaken for reality or for humanity. Moving on, liberty. AI should empower humans rather than control them, preserving freedom of thought, choice and expression in all their applications. And number 6, AI must deliver fair, just and proportionate outcomes, ensuring that the benefits and risks are appropriately distributed. The acronym we've got there is HERALD, which AI helped me come up with. We need to be heralds of overseeing how it is rolled out. And for me, I go a step further and say it's better that we're involved in the rollout because then we can help shape the ethics. And that's why I'm encouraging schools to be the first off the bat with some of this rather than letting the corporations or the government be the definers of this ethic, because I don't think they've got very strong ethical frameworks behind them.